Hello everyone, welcome back to our GS Team vlog. My name is Graham and today I'm going to share with you some tips on negotiating a good real estate deal. So first of all, when you look at an apartment, you want to put an offer. Before that, you have to look at the sales comps versus the listed price. So a sales comp is essentially sales comparables, meaning the recently sold price of similar apartments in the same building or the zip code in the past 3 to 6 months. By looking at the sales comps, you will know how well the apartment is priced. So there are 3 scenarios. First, it is overpriced. In that case, you just wait for 2 to 3 weeks until the owner is willing to come down in price or simply reduce the price. The second scenario is underpriced. In that case, probably there will be a bidding war. And in case of bidding war, or we call it a best and final, you probably will need to bid up to 5 or 10% above the asking price. So, and then the third scenario is that the apartment is fairly priced, and this is the case we're gonna discuss today. So if you like an apartment, it's fairly priced, you want to put an offer. First of all, you need to check, or you have your realtors to check with the listing broker whether they have an offer already. So in general, the listing broker will tell you some hints about how many offers or how well the offer is. For example, it's very close to asking price, it's a good offer, or it's above asking price already. By law, they are not allowed to disclose the number to you. Just as if you present an offer, they cannot disclose your offer price to the other potential buyer. This is against the law, but in general, they will give you a very good sense. And the second hint is to look at the time on market or the number of days on market. If it's been on market for 3 weeks already with no offer, then you buy as a buyer, you have more leverage. But if it's just newly listed on market, you want to get it, probably you'll get to very close to asking price in order to get the owner accept your offer. Okay, lastly, the important thing is how do you present an offer to increase your chance of winning? So first of all, you have to have all your documents ready, meaning if you have a mortgage, you have to have your contract ready, pre-approval letter ready, and a proof of fund. Also, you have your attorney information ready. If you don't have one, ask your friends, ask your realtor to recommend a good attorney to you. And then for closing date, you have to be flexible. Try to see what is favorable by the seller. There might be a tenant in place, so in that case, your closing may be 2 to 3 months away. If you can cater for the closing date, you get a better chance of have your offer accepted. And then in terms of down payment, so typically it's 20%, right? I know some people can do 10% or 15% or even 5%. I've closed a deal with 5% down payment. For example, doctor loan. Doctor loan is very common. You put 0% or 5% down. But in general, the more down payment you have, the more you show yourself as a stronger buyer. In that case, the seller is more willing to accept your offer. And the last thing is, think about be creative to add any other terms you can. For example, waiving some of the appraisal and then waive some or all of the home inspection. So some people have a misconception. They think by waiving home inspection, they don't do the inspection. That is actually wrong. By waiving inspection, for example, by 2,000 or 3,000, it means that after the home inspection, you will still do the inspection. But after the inspection, you will be personally responsible for the first 2 grand or 3 grand of repairs that is needed. It's also a negotiation process. So by adding all these terms, you greatly increase your chance of winning. So lastly, I want to say, even if you don't get the apartment, I mean it's taken by someone else, they accepted the other offer, but a deal can always have a chance of falling through. Because, for example, during COVID, a buyer can lose their job. In that case, he cannot get a mortgage. That the deal will fall through. So always, if you can, put your offer on the table, act as a backup. They might come back to you. I have several circumstances that I get an offer accepted later in the stage. Also, the interest rate is rising right now. It's the May 18 already, and the market is changing. And as a buyer, I think you might get a better chance to have a better deal in the 3rd quarter, for example. So this is all I want to share with you today. These are all from my past 7 years of experience selling real estate in New York and New Jersey. I hope you learned something from this. Again, thank you for support this channel. If you like our video, press the like button, comment below, and subscribe. Thank you. I'll see you next time.